So let me talk to you guys for just a second. And what I may say here, I may lose 500 or 1,000 subs. Because a lot of you guys are emotionally, like I've said before, too tied to this bullshit. I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
Well, what's going on, everybody? You guys already know the deal. If you want to support channel, links down below. If you want to check out some of my other content, follow me on Twitter, whatever. Those links are down below as well. Guys, what I want to do in this video is I just want to throw something out there. By the way, thank you to everybody that saw the Snack Cakes and Secrets music little video. Thank you guys for all your laughs, because I thought it was funny. But I just want to make some things clear, because I've gotten a lot of questions. Well, how do you feel about the case now? And I just want to make this clear from the very start. I don't feel anything about the case or any other case. For you guys that do not know, I'm a horror movie guy. You know what I mean? I'm not like the true crimers that just want to solve the case. Like, to me, to be perfectly honest, I take a position that most of you guys would probably find disgusting. And what is that position? Well, I don't care, even if he's guilty, if he goes to prison or not. And I know that's going to bother some people. I look at this like I'm covering, let's say, the Ted Bundy trial or something like that. Really, I have no emotional tie to it. I don't give a shit what happens at all in the entire case. Now, do I want to be right? Of course I want to be right. So what position do I have? I now believe Bryan Kohberger did it, but I do not think there's enough evidence to convict him. And just because the police were crooked in this case, I hope he gets off. Let me say it again for the dummies in the back with the waffles and snacks. I think he did it. I don't think there's enough evidence to convict him. And just for shits and giggles, I hope he walks free. I hope Bryan Kohberger walks free. And you may say, so you want a killer to walk free? You know, whatever, man. Whatever. I'm big. I can handle myself. But I'll just say this. There's a lot of people that you people want to walk free, even though me and several other million Americans don't want them to walk free. We can talk about certain groups of people that we don't want here. We can talk about all that shit. Am I worried about some dude named Bryan Kohberger walking free in the United States of America? No. I like the entertainment of such trials, of such incidents. Do I have any feelings in my heart, in my soul, for any of the four victims or their families? The answer is no. Because I look at the internet, I look at all of this as simply entertainment. If you were to take a look at my movies, my books, every single one of them is a horror movie or book, with the exception of documentaries. I personally am intrigued and entertained by things such as this. This is also why I can analyze it fairly and using facts. Because at the end of the day, I'm not tied to either particular position. That's why I can tell you logically from the bottom of my soul that I do think he did it, but I don't think they have enough to convict him, and I don't think they should. Because of the way the FBI did with his DNA, I think he should walk just because of that, whether on a technicality, whether he did it or not. So when I tell you I think he probably bought the knife, a lot of you guys get so fucking butthurt. Oh, JB. I'm like, look, I don't care whether he bought the knife, whether he killed the people or not. That's not the reason I'm in this. I'm here to provide commentary. I'm here to be entertained, and I'm here to entertain you. Now, I do analyze it completely unbiased and on whatever facts or whatever we have. That's the whole reason I do this thing. But at the end of the day, whereas you guys are on a march for justice, I think that's gay as shit, and I ain't got time for that shit, and that's just not what I'm here for. I don't give a shit if there's justice, because I don't believe there is any such thing as justice. People are dead. Those people ain't gonna know whether this motherfucker was convicted or not. We need justice for the victims. As I've said when I first made this channel, justice is some made-up word that the living get. You can't get justice for Kaylee. She's already fucking dead. You can't get justice for those people. They're already dead. You think they're in some sort of heaven or wherever the fuck you think they are, looking at you like, God, I sure hope they get justice for me. No, they're like, fuck, I'm already fucking murdered. You think the dead people are just like, I sure hope he gets to jail and gets 3 meals a day. You think they're thinking that? You think they give 2 fucks? That's a weird thing to think. Justice is for the living. Justice is just so Steve Gonsalves or somebody can sit up here and feel that justice has been served, when really Brian Kohlberger will just be somewhere for 20, 30 years getting served 3 meals a day and not have to worry about it. He gets fan mail every single day, all that. And by the way, for you other goobers, you guys are the same way with that Luigi Mangione homo. You guys are the exact same way with him. You guys are writing him letters, all kinds of shit. Those people are just fine. Now, I do not hope Luigi Mangione gets out or walks, and that's a political reason. I think any libtard being a libtard and killing people because they're a libtard, no, they should get death penalty. But that's a political war, right? When it comes to these mysterious cases, the Delphi case, who did it? The Idaho 4, who did it? I'm just telling you why I'm not emotionally connected to the case. And I think it's weird that other people are. You don't know none of these people. It's so weird to see how many people, I hate Brian Kohlberger. But at the same time, it's so weird to see so many people that's like, I love Brian Kohlberger. I think you're all fucking weirdos if you want to know the truth. I think in your life, if you're so connected to a case that doesn't involve you, when there's millions of cases, because you can't step away from the snacks and the TV screen, I think that if you're so connected to it, then you probably have no life. You need a partner or some dick or something, pussy, whatever. I think it's strange that people sit here and get so emotionally connected. So anyway, I just want to let you know, I do think he did it. I do not think they should convict him because I don't think there's enough evidence to convict him, and I don't think anyone should be convicted and sent to the death penalty without smoking gun evidence or proof that he absolutely did it. And even if he did do it, I don't give a shit whether he goes to jail, prison, or not. I don't. Because I took the position a long time ago that I think the police have made an error. I would like to be right in the end, so whether he did it or not, I hope that at the end of this case, I'm right. And that means even if a fucking murderer of 4 people walks, because that will make shit even more interesting. Because now we got a virtual Ted Bundy walking around, which means I get to make more videos on this case and follow it and be entertained by it. I don't personally care. It's not a big thing to me. There's plenty of murderers and psychopaths and taco vendors and Tyrones and all kinds of shit walking around this country every day. We got a bunch of idiots that are so dumb they don't realize that Teslas have 5 or 6 cameras, and so they're keying Teslas and getting charged and going to jail for 20 years because they can't control their emotions, much like many of you. That's the truth. So for me and to me, I think that anyone that's overly invested in the news, and even though I do the news, in cases like this, I think you need mental health. I do. I think there's something missing in your life. You probably just need a dick, right? And I get that. And I offer my services. I do. To every woman watching this. And you got to go away. But I do. Because clearly clearly you're not getting dick well enough. Because if you were, you wouldn't be on Reddit and 4chan and all this shit trying to find out every weird theory and detail about the case. And then what's so funny is you bring your non-dick getting ass to the internet and you try to say to other people that they need to do their research. Why do I need to do my research? Because I think it was the Banfield kids. Okay, what does that got to do with me doing my research? Have you seen the band kids? Of course I have. I've made several videos on it. Well, you don't think they did it? No. Well, you need to do your research. Bitch, you need to suck a dick. You need to fucking put the snack cake down and grab the dick. There's something wrong with you bitches. There's something wrong with you hoes. And that's the dead honest to God truth. There's something wrong with you hoes. Man, I understand, like, if a new documentary comes out, you're like, I gotta see this new Kohlberger Idaho 4 documentary. But you motherfuckers are terminally online. Terminally on the internet. I had one of y'all get a hold of me today. Well, several of you since I gave my number out. And we talked about Kohlberger for about 3 minutes. And the whole rest of the time, every message has been about fucking and sucking and all kinds of good shit. And those are the type of conversations I like to have. Beautiful woman. Now, I probably won't get to because she's from Ireland. No, Scotland. So I probably won't get a chance to. But beautiful woman. Beautiful white European stock. I love it. So when I'm talking to her, we keep Kohlberger talk to the minimum because it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. What do we look like sitting there going back and forth? Hey, man, you sure look like you're fun to fuck. So do you. Hey, you want to talk about Brian Kohlberger? No, I don't. I want to talk about whiskey and sex and sex toys and fuck, I'd rather talk about movies, music, whatever. Some of you people are just flat out. And look, this is a bad business move by me because a lot of you snack cakers and crazy motherfuckers, you're the other ones that pay the bills on this shit. So continue to pay the bills. In fact, go ahead and hit the tip jar right now. But I'm just being honest with you. Some of you guys just need some fucking action. It's just the truth. If you're looking at this case, by the way, I get it. I'm a horror movie guy. I mean, even when I watch wrestling, I cheer on the bad guys and the heels. So I get it. I'm probably a little, psycho or whatever. It's really just sociopathic. It's not really psycho. So at the end of the day, as you see, I always, just like there's plenty of these people that always jump on the side of the police and what they say, I always tend to jump on the side of innocent until proven guilty. And even if they are, but now there's a difference. There's a reason I don't support Richard Allen, because kids are off limits. Once you start killing and trying to rape kids, I can't support that. But what many of you don't understand is I'm literally related to John Wayne Gacy. Yes, the fag one. And it bothers me that I got the uncool serial killer. But to be perfectly honest, as long as there's not kids and maybe old people involved, I don't like that Dennis Rader BTK killing the old people shit. But something like this is a sexy story. And I think we all can agree with that. That's why we're all attached to it. There's plenty of other stories. We are attached to this story, attracted to this story because it's sexy. We had sexy women murdered in a college house. It reminds us a lot of Ted Bundy shit, right? And then look, just because you can't admit it doesn't mean it's not true. The reason we follow this case and not some ugly, fat-ass Sharkeisha getting her head blown up off by Tyrone on 3rd Street, the reason we follow this case is because it's young, hot, sexy, white women. That's the truth. If they were any other race, we wouldn't give a fuck. And that's the truth. And even you liberal social justice warriors, I'm telling the truth. Because these fat-ass Sharkeishas get murdered every day by their Tyrones. These taco vendors go missing every single day. We care about Gabby Potato because Gabby Potato was hot. We care about the Idaho 4 because the Idaho 4 is hot. It's the truth. It's the truth. We cared about who. Listen. Now, this is a tough one because there was a kid involved. But we cared about that one chick. We cared about Lacey Peterson because Lacey Peterson was hot and the chicks thought Scott Peterson was hot. We cared about that chick down in Florida with her daughter because the chick was hot. What was her name? You guys know what I'm talking about. And because there was a kid involved. But you know I'm telling the truth. Ain't nobody covering any ugly motherfuckers with these cases. They're just not. People are attracted to the horror of the young, just like Jason Voorhees, the young, sexy, young, beautiful, blonde-haired girl getting slaughtered by the vicious monster. We're all attracted to it. We're all attracted to it. No matter what horror movie you watch, you're most invested in the attractive ones and whether they're going to get killed. It could be a fantasy, it could be whatever. But it's the truth. If some motherfucker like me got killed, you wouldn't give two fucks. You'd be like, that dude's 45 years old. He's past his prime. He's old. But if I was 25-year-old athletic still, JB, well, probably not even me because I'm a dude. But you get what I'm saying. We are attracted to these cases and most attracted when the people are attractive. And it's just the truth. It's just the truth. And until you can admit that, you're just out here bullshitting. And either way, you're too emotionally tied to this shit. It's just the truth. So when you ask me my opinion on this, do I care? No, this is a horror movie. Well, sometimes I root for the sometimes I root for the Jason or Freddy. That might be what I'm doing now. But either way, this is all not real to me. Now, if it's real to you, that's fine. But to me, I get to watch horror shit, talk about horror shit, make fun of snack cakers, and every now and then get to fuck one of my YouTube fans. That sounds like a good, and make money doing it. That sounds like a good deal to me. If you like, if you like that deal, feel free to leave a comment, hit the link, support the channel. And if y'all are one of them chicks that's got my number, go ahead and hit it up. Or go to Instagram, Twitter. That's what I'm here for. I'm sorry that y'all are here for so much more. I'm just here to talk shit, give my opinion, get paid, get some pussy. That's it. That's it.